Hello, my friends, and welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a channeled love message from your person. I wanted to use this love pop deck. So if you're resonating with this reading, you're probably in no contact with your person or in separation. Maybe not, but maybe you're in a situation where you're talking to them, but they're still holding back from you. And you could resonate with counterparts. This is like a twin flame counterpart deck. So whenever I grab it, I like to mention that you probably resonate with divine counterparts or being in a soul contract, which is basically what I channel. So let's see what you need to hear today. I'm just going to cut the deck for the first card from your person. So let's see how your person's doing. We have future focus. So this is someone who is envisioning a future with you, whether you believe in that or not. I've been talking a little bit about law of assumption on my channel because it's something that I'm starting to learn about myself. And it's important to affirm positive messages about this person, and if that's what you want to manifest. So believe that your person is envisioning a future with you. 66 could be symbolic. So it does look like the person you're connected to could be working on their sense of self. Maybe they were feeling insecure before. We have awakened and being aligned with connection, positive outlook on life, and focusing on future. And then we have rebuilding. So what is this person looking towards? They're looking towards rebuilding with you. 37. I am devoted to returning to you. I am starting to feel hopeful about the future because I see you being a big part of it. So this is someone envisioning rebuilding things with you. So believe that, affirm that. We have union and in sync. Again, affirm that positivity. Working in perfect rhythm with each other, feeling seen, heard, valued, respected, and cherished, fully present with that person, mind, body, and spirit. I feel like these are all the things your person is envisioning. I want to commit to you. I want to hold your hand in sickness and in health. I want to walk into the sunset with you and never look back. I need to release certain commitments and fully commit to you. And that doesn't have to mean that your person is committed to someone else. It could. But other commitments. So maybe this person was committed to their shadows for a while. Maybe they were committed to their work. Maybe they were committed to, again, I'm hearing shadows. Maybe they were committed to the older version of themselves. And we have third-party situation, as I was saying, committed to another. So for some of you, there could have been a third-party situation. Just a reminder that third-party interference doesn't have to mean that they were with like a love connection. Third-party interference is anything that got in the way of the two of you being together. Anything that this person prioritized over you. That could have been friendship. That could have been work. That could have been, again, themselves. Third-party interference. Let's do one more shuffle. We have false flame. So they could have been with someone that they thought, like, I'm not saying that they thought this person was their counterpart. This card, by the way, for those of you who just got a little scare, this is not about this person being your false flame. This is about the fact that this person at one point had someone in their life that they thought was their forever person, but after meeting you, they realized that wasn't their forever person. And maybe they weren't with that person any longer when you met them. It could have been someone from their past. Interesting. All right. Like that third-party situation could have been someone that they thought, that was their false flame, it was actually a karmic, right? That's kind of what a false flame is. It's a karmic partner. We have odious opinions. Why can't I say that? Your connection isn't real. So that could have been the third-party interference, is that people around them were telling them, I talk a lot about it, but the counterpart journey, it's a rare journey. Not everybody's a counterpart. And a lot of people don't understand the counterpart journey. And that's why I always tell my people here that you shouldn't be taking advice and opinions from someone who's never experienced a twin flame connection because they don't understand what it's like. And it feels like this person had people giving them bad advice about this connection, or people, questioning, like, why are you with that person? Or why would you, like, why do you keep bringing them up? Or there are plenty more fish in the sea, like, just get over them. Unrelatable and unsympathetic advice. And you could be getting that in your energy. Your friends, your family, other people who don't understand this journey could be getting in your head. Easily influenced by others and their point of view. Unpleasant opinions creating doubt and denial of connection. I was foolish to believe the opinions of others. I should have trusted my heart more than what others thought about our connection. Please forgive me for doubting our connection. And that's 15. So Spirit, what does this viewer's person's higher self want to come through and say today? We have third-party situation coming up. So for some of you, I'm just going to go once through the deck. So for some of you, there was definitely third-party interference. And like I said, it just means something got in the way of this connection. We have illusions. Be careful of drama and falseness, being deceived by appearances or people, extreme emotions, and idealizing a situation and or avoiding a difficult truth. 43. My obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control and dictate my actions towards our connection. I finally understand I need to trust my intuition. I'm not going to lie. For some of you, this person was connected to a karmic. You would know about that. You would know about it. This person, this false flame, this karmic would have gotten in the way of your connection. Maybe they, I could see this being romantic. For some of you, it could have been that, maybe there was a romantic connection in their life that told them, I can love you better, or I can make you happier. Someone got in the way here, whether it was a friend, whether it was a family member, whether it was like some of that black and white thinking that I talk about that you see on social media. Like maybe this person was like watching a lot on social media and started doubting the connection between you. But again, for some of you, I feel like someone got in the way of your connection. We have, let me just start where we are here. Third party situation, main character or the side piece. Another person got in the way of the relationship. Again, doesn't have to be romantic. Feeling betrayed and second-guessing self-worth. So if this person let other people's opinions get in the way of this connection, or their family didn't approve of you, or they did choose a karmic over you, and if you're about to tell me you don't want somebody who would choose someone else over you, I understand that. But what this did was it triggered, possibly you internalized this. Like if this person did take up with a karmic, you could have internalized that. You could have said like, well, what's wrong with me? Why am I not young enough? Am I not pretty enough? Am I not this enough? Am I not skinny enough? What does that person have that I don't have? And by doing that, it's supposed to trigger your connection to yourself and the love for yourself. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to anyone. But it could have been that if there was third-party interference, that it affected the way you felt about yourself for a time. I made you feel inadequate because I chose someone else over you. I regret the pain I have caused you due to my selfishness and my physical needs. You didn't deserve being treated like an option. And again, this person could have had a false flame come in, a karmic lesson that was meant to teach them something. It's something I experienced on my journey. And the first thing I did was I internalized it. I hated my person for it, and I internalized it, and I made it like, I was like, well, what's wrong with me? And it affected the way I looked at myself. And looking back, I'm actually thankful for that karmic lesson, because that karmic lesson, not only did it teach me like my personal lesson, but it taught me a lesson. It almost feels like your person had someone come into their life, whether it was romantic or a friend or a coworker, a connection through work. Karmics come in all shapes and sizes. It feels like a karmic came into your person's life and kind of blew something up in order to get them awakened. And maybe that's what they needed. Gets into trouble in various ways. This is your person. Plagued by depression and addictions, unstable childhood, very difficult time loving themselves and others. And there is this, there is this narrative out there that love should be easy and love shouldn't be hard work and love shouldn't mean learning lessons. And, if you and this person had a rocky relationship where there was lots of obstacles, they could have had people telling them, why do you want that? Like, there's plenty of fish in the sea. Love isn't supposed to be like that. We have experienced so many, well, this is looking like it's about both of you. It feels like 72 could be symbolic, but it looks like both of you have experienced, possibly an unstable childhood, which I talk all the time about how these counterpart connections are meant to help us finally heal wounds from our childhood, even ancestral wounds. You could have had a really hard time loving yourself. We have experienced so many similar things in our lives. I always thought I was the only one to have these experiences. I take comfort in knowing that you truly understand me. And then we have fulfilled over here. Completion or achievement, feeling happy and satisfied with one's life, going after what you want and getting what you want out of life. When I'm with you, I feel complete. I feel as if I've won the best prize of all. You're exactly what I want and need in my life. So it feels like, to me, that this interference, whatever it was meant to help this person realize something about you. I'm just realizing I don't have room for all these cards, so we're just going to center them. Let me just make sure those are straight. I'll just go like this. There we go. So let's keep going, my friends. That was one time through the deck. Let's take another spin. Let's take another spin. Oh, union and in sync came out. Tower moments. Difficult differences. So you could have an age difference, religious, like, again, other people's opinions, because there's differences between you. Difficult differences. So this could be in culture, in backgrounds, age, race, whatever, difficult differences. Differences of opinions and ideas in love. So you could have had different ideas of what love should be. Maybe you wanted commitment, maybe they didn't. Differences in status, money, power, or culture. So you could have been, like, I spoke about this in another reading, but if you're someone who like made more money than this person, especially if this person is a masculine gender, like I'm talking about gender this one time only, and you're a feminine, even if not, if you made more money than this person, or your life was more put together, or you were more healed, it could have triggered this person's insecurity. One awakened while the other is unawakened. So it feels, again, divine feminines awaken much sooner than the divine masculine, not talking about gender. And it can be hard when the feminine awakens and starts healing, because you start to, energetically, you start to repel each other. So yeah, it looks like this person was unawakened while you were awakened. Our differences drove us apart, and it angered me that you didn't understand where I was coming from. It still pains me that we can't come to an agreement even if we love each other. That's coming in underneath illusions. So again, it feels like their emotions about the differences and the opinions of others about the differences got to them. It got the better of them. Am I saying that's right? No, I'm not, but I'm just here to explain what's happening. We have tower moments. So this third party situation, tower moments, I do feel like it did cause a tower moment, whatever that interference was. Changes that are difficult, again, it is difficult when you go through it, but once you heal and you see the lesson in it and you look back, and sometimes, like for me, I'm talking about something that happened like 2 years ago for me. So it's easy for me now to look back and see the lesson and be okay. But at the time, it was very painful. Tower moment. Moments in life that pushes us to be better and do better because we deserve better. So it looks like this third party situation, whatever it was meant to cause a tower moment so that you could both be better, do better because you deserve better. I feel my life is falling apart and being pulled apart. No matter what I try and build, things keep crumbling around me. So this could have been someone that if there was a separation between you or you broke up, you could have like you and this person could have went through a breakup and you could have went inward, started to heal, started to glow up. This could have been someone who just quickly started dating someone else, thinking that it must not be me, it must be because of my person, you, the viewer. Thinking that they could just start over with someone new and have a different result. When they're actually having this, they had the same result with that other person. That won't resonate with all of you. I don't want you thinking that your person got involved with someone else if you don't know about that. This is for those of you who know your person got involved with a karmic, and maybe you had a hard time dealing with that. Maybe there's resentment there. Maybe there's anger there towards that situation. But this person found themselves in the same situation, everything falling apart. Again, the karmic kind of like, sometimes the karmic can feel like a drama. Why can't I speak today? Like someone dropped a bomb. It's meant to create change. So things keep crumbling around me. I wish you were here to help. You were the only solid thing in my life. And maybe it took losing you to realize that. And again, should it be that way? No, it shouldn't. But I deal with complicated soul contracts here. So that's what this is about. So this card did come out. We have maybe. So right now your person, you can tell by these cards. Your person is like back and forth, or maybe they're in the midst of an awakening, because there's cards here that talk about how all of these cards talk about how their intuition says it's you. All of these cards talk about how you were the thing that fulfilled them. You were the thing that was solid in their life. You were the one that they love. But we have maybe leaning towards yes. So they are leaning towards yes, but there could still be some hesitation. So if you're someone on this journey and you are in that kind of mindset about this person, where you're like, maybe they're my counterpart, or you're like up in the air, or you're going back and forth between your ego and your intuition, mirroring. So the more you trust in this, the more they trust in it. You can help this person turn this into a yes by affirming it. Look up law of assumption. Maybe leaning towards yes. And then look, these two came out in the shuffle, so I'm so happy they came out again. Rebuilding. So again, this person is envisioning a future of rebuilding with you. Starting over, but better than ever. Moving forward with hard work and communication. Being honest with one's feelings and aspirations for the connection. I feel there needs to be a compromise in order to move forward. We both have blamed each other and accused each other of things. I want to heal all of this with you and know that we can rebuild together. And then we have union and in sync, which I think I read, didn't I? I did already read this. I need to release certain commitments and fully commit to you. So again, your person sees commitment with you, but right now, it's almost like they're sitting on the fence. They're not quite sure if they should come towards you to rebuild this. They're not quite sure. Like there's some sort of hesitation here. There's a bunch of crows. Are they crows? What are you? There's a bunch of, oh my gosh. What the heck is happening there? Okay, so it's winter here. It's not spring, it's winter. Oh my gosh, I feel like I should show you this. There are 5 robins. We're about to get a snowstorm. There are 6 robins sitting outside in the tree, which I don't know if you live anywhere where there's snow, but usually we don't see robins until the spring. And we're about to get a snowstorm, and all of these robins are just perched on the tree outside of my window, like anticipating the storm. Look up the spiritual significance of a robin. I don't think I've ever seen a robin in February. Like, you know how they say Robin is the first sign of spring? Robin is a sign of, maybe your name is Robin, but Robin is a sign of spring. And spring makes me think of rebirth energy and growth. That is so random. Oh, there they go. 6 robins. Lover's energy. I don't even know what I was saying before I saw those robins. Let's get you 2 more cards. Channeled messages from your person. Channeled messages from your person. This person could have ghosted you in the past. We have ghosted on the bottom. Okay, so we have one of my favorite cards in this deck. We have fragmentation of the soul. And this is what I mean about how it's not just as simple as if they wanted to, they would. This is what I mean by human beings are complicated. When you have trauma, your soul is fragmented. Significant drama from past, irrational, unexplained fears, checking out in certain situations. And I just said we had the ghosting card on the bottom. So this person could have checked out. They could have ghosted you. Overreactions to seemingly small problems, which is something that happens when somebody has a lot of trauma. They have overreactions, right? They get triggered really easily. Very interesting that this is coming out. I'm working on my self-worth. For a long time, I deemed myself as someone who didn't deserve love and happiness. I was always angry with my life and pushed love away because I thought I didn't deserve it. So, and I've spoken about the fact that I've actively pushed love away in my life because of this fragmentation of the soul. It doesn't make me a bad person. You could have been dealing with an avoidant, but this is someone who's working on themselves. This is very positive. Again, I feel like some of that third party and the opinions of others and the age difference and things like that are in the past, because this is all looking very good. We have Cancer. I was always hot and cold with you, so this could have been someone who was very inconsistent with you. I know that was confusing. Our connection was too much for me to handle, and that was the only way I could deal with it. And if you truly are dealing with a counterpart, it's a very intense connection. And I always say, I feel grateful that I'm on this side of the journey where I can understand it. There are a lot of people out there experiencing connections like this that don't understand them. They have no idea why they feel the way they do. So you could be dealing with a Cancer. And then we have reinvention. Metamorphosis of mind and spirit 69. And I looked up the angel number 69 yesterday because my kids like to giggle about this number. And I said, well, kids, society has over-sexualized that number. I said, it's still a number. So I looked up the angel number meaning, and it's actually symbolic of yin and yang. And I always say a lover's connection that's meant to reinvent you and meant to change you and meant to change this person. Metamorphosis of mind and spirit, changing oneself into something better, working on shadow aspect, and becoming aware of strengths and weaknesses. I'm trying to reinvent myself and release the old me. I took you for granted, disappointed you, and deserted you when you needed me the most. I want to come back stronger so that I can build something better with you. So there's a lot in this reading about wanting to rebuild something with you. And I honestly, like the very first card was this person like future planning. So this person knows. It reminds me of a reading I did last night. I don't know when I'm going to post this. But I did a reading that I posted last night where this person knows what they want, but it's like they're leaning, they're leaning towards yes, but they're not quite ready to make that leap of faith yet. They're not quite ready to come in, but they know what they must do, right? Now I'm hearing Frodo, I know what I must do, but can I do it? Or, but I am afraid to do it. So again, it feels like this person knows that they need to reinvent themselves before coming back in. Interesting. And maybe we'll just get the top card. Let's get the top card. Interesting. We have forgiveness, letting go of emotional burdens, key to healing and growth and connection. And I said something about forgiveness the other day about how forgiveness is not about the other person, it's about you. So maybe you still harbor resent towards this person. And if you don't, don't take that message. But it is the key to healing and growth for you. Again, forgiveness is not about the other person. It's not about saying to that other person, I forgive you. It doesn't mean what they did was okay. But by holding on to resentment, it just weighs you down. It just continues to hurt you. So again, forgiveness is about you. Acknowledging your feelings and that of your twin. I'm seeking your forgiveness even if I can't utter the words. I'm trying to also forgive myself for treating you unfairly. I am hoping I can quiet my guilt. So this is someone who's looking for your forgiveness. I shouldn't have... you could be dealing with a Leo. I feel called to get... I'm going to get this card. And then I'm just going to move you guys over. All right, so I'm just curious. I need some... I'm going to get a different deck and just get a few more. Again, I'm choosing a twin flame deck. I'm reaching for another twin flame deck. So let's see what you need to hear. All right. On the bottom, we have, I feel your energy around me and I wonder, are you thinking of me too? So this is someone who feels your energy. They think about you a lot. That was so weird with the robins. I've never seen a robin in February ever in my entire life of living in Nova Scotia. Again, robins, people here get excited when we see robins. We're like, oh my gosh, it's a robin. It means spring is coming. Messages from your person. You have a lot of growth. There's a lot of growth in your person's energy, even if you can't see it. Believe it. Affirm it. I'm just going to go once through the deck. Oh, of course that card came out. We've got, don't listen to other people, trust yourself to know the truth. Of course that card came out. Okay. So let's just gather up all these cards. All right. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. This is truth. Truth. The more you resist it, the more you fight it, the longer it's going to take. I feel insecure and it's pushing me to grow. We have 9/7, so July 9th or September 9th could be symbolic. We have another 7, so July 7th. I need to move slowly with this, but trust that I am moving even when it looks like I'm not. So trust that they are moving towards you. Karmic ties, past lives are influencing our connection. I've lost you in other lifetimes and that makes me afraid. I need to heal the grief in order to allow the love to bloom. I'm trying to leave my comfort zone with this issue. So this person, you could have triggered some kind of comfort zone. That's giving me 2 of Wands, trying to leave their comfort zone. The maybe, leaning towards yes. The 2 of Wands, preparing to make a move, preparing to leave the comfort of running, of denying. Anyway, Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself to know the truth. And that's for both of you. We must remember that we are gods and goddesses and work to embody that energy. So very important to try and embody that divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Karmic ties. I'm feeling controlled by people around me and I don't like it. It's pushing me to find my power again. That's why that third party interference was coming out, because this person has karmic lessons happening around them. And I've told you, again, it's not just, karmic lessons don't just come in the form of love. I had a karmic lesson in the form of a contractor. One of us is sad or angry and it's creating an energetic match in frequency with the other. Stay conscious of this and if possible, try to help us elevate it. I miss you. Let's both stop running away. Our hearts are connected. Take a moment to close your eyes and feel the connection. There goes my throat. The planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together, surrender to the changes. And it does have to do with like the planets, the alignment of the planets play a huge role in what we're going through. I cannot stress that enough. I am not an astrologer or someone who knows anything about the alignments of planets and like Mercury in retrograde and Venus in retrograde and all, like Venus direct and all of those, like that just sounds like another language to me. But it does have an impact on connections like this, on any connection. And also moon phases. I've heard that counterparts need to go through a certain amount of moon phases before coming back together. So it's like there's more going on than meets the eye in a connection like this. Our love is internal. My throat is like, I don't know what's going on. That has, well, I know it has to do with your person and communication and unspoken things, you know, that they want to say to you. Our love is eternal. It exists in every dimension and cannot be lost. Don't be tempted to disconnect from source. Our connection to source is the love and healing we require for union. And that's why it's so important to stay connected to your intuition, to not let your ego or your muggle mind, you know, talk you out of this or put fear and doubt into you. Connection to source is very important in a connection like this. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. And that's kind of what they need to start moving, you know? If this person is afraid you're going to meet someone else, they could be like, I don't know if they're watching you. Maybe they see you getting a lot of attention. But it is causing them to step up into that masculine energy, because masculine energy, and I'm not talking about gender, wants to conquer. So interesting. I'm listening to my higher self now. A higher power is guiding me. I feel our energy merging together as if it has a life of its own. I'm getting heart palpitations right now, which I know is something that happens when counterparts are coming back together. I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner. And if this person is still feeling insecure, that's why they're sitting on that fence. In order to take charge of this situation and step up and be that emperor, they need to heal that insecurity. So I feel like right now your person is working on their own insecurity. So I'm going to get that card for the cover. And now we're going to see how this person, we're going to see what's happening here. So I'm going to use a twin flame deck. Look, we have Two of Wands. That one, maybe. I'm trying to leave my comfort zone. Maybe leaning towards yes. Waiting, future planning, needing to choose a path. So again, this is someone envisioning a future with you, but they're waiting to come in towards you until they feel confident enough to do so, is what I'm hearing. Four of Pentacles, insecurity. So they are feeling too insecure to come towards you right now. And again, I would rather wait for, you know, if I were you, I would rather wait for them to come in right than to come in insecure and possibly sabotage it again. The Four of Pentacles also is an energy of not being able to let go of someone. So this person clearly hasn't been able to let go of your energy. We have the Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold, fear of rejection. That's what I mean. Like if this person is feeling insecure, that could be what's stopping them from coming in because they're worried you're going to reject them. They're feeling very left out in the cold from your energy right now. And you know, it's probably because of something they did. Like I'm not making excuses for them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be leaving them out in the cold. I think that probably, you know, that's what they needed. They needed a timeout. We have the Six of Swords. So this person does see better times ahead with you. And there is this energy of wanting to reconnect with you. Look at this. We have them wishing for you, like wishing on a star, wishing on their birthday candles. It says replaying events. So they're thinking about you a lot, and suffering in silence. So they're not saying anything about this. And again, it's not as simple as if they wanted to, they would. I'm actually going to look at this person's wounding while we're here because I just can't help myself. Awakening. So this is what they need to awaken. It's pushing them to awaken. Like that card said, I'm listening to my higher self now. A higher power is guiding me. So just trust that if this person isn't coming in, it's because their higher self is telling them you're not ready to go in yet. All right. Can you see all that? It's kind of straight. So let's just see how this person is feeling about you. Actually, no. Let's look at your person first. I just noticed this is on the bottom, and then the other cards are flipped over. I want to hold you in my arms and feel our bodies unite as one. So let's see this person's current energy. We have 10 of Wands, and that's exactly it, right? This person is going through karmic lessons. This person is, I said in a reading yesterday, once you have a realization that you wronged someone and that you need to make things right, the longer you put it off, the more burdens the universe puts on top of you. Their current energy, 10 of Wands, responsibilities. So heavy responsibilities, heavy burdens in their life. Tower moments, things weighing them down, people putting pressure on them. It's causing them to break. That 10 of Wands leads to the Ace of Wands, you know, that moment of inspiration where you awaken or where you take action. So right now they are being like kind of pushed towards you by spirit is what I'm hearing. They're very overwhelmed, overburdened in their life right now. And it could have to do with work. Like the karmic interference could have to do with work because we have money focus on the bottom. So it feels like it's connected to their career or to money, or they're just focusing on it. They're focusing on money. 10 of Wands is also nearing some sort of completion. It is, what does the 10 of Wands say that I'm thinking of? The end of conflict. The conflict is about to come to an end. So this, again, the universe is kind of putting weight after weight after weight upon your person's back to get them to awaken, to get them to take action. For some reason, I went right to the King of Wands. I have no idea why. 10 of Wands, struggles. So I'm thinking of that Monopoly deck, Struggle Way. So they're on Struggle Way right now. But look, the 10 of Wands is also a sign of progress. Nearing the end of a difficult period. So they are progressing, even if you can't see it, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get another one for their energy. So we have the Hermit. Whoa. Remember how I said their higher self was guiding them? So their current energy, they're in Hermit energy, solitude, soul searching. So they're really reflecting about this, you know, they're really looking at themselves right now, thinking about this connection, thinking about how they showed up in this connection. What's really interesting is these cards came out like this. So their intuition is telling them that you are their harmony, you're their happiness with this 10 of Cups. But look at this, Four of Pentacles, insecure. So this is someone who's still feeling insecure. And I'm hearing more inner work is needed. And that's why this person's higher self is holding them back. It's almost like their higher self, that's what I was hearing. Their higher self is holding them back right now because there's still healing that they need to do before coming towards you. Try not to think about how long this is going to take. Try to forget the concept of time. By obsessing about time, that's distorted masculine energy. So if you are, let me just talk to you about how energy works. If you are obsessing about time, you're this person's mirror, you share a soul, you are sending them distorted masculine energy. Do you see what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't understand about what I'm talking about. So if you want to help this person, stop thinking about time, trust in your intuition, send that divine masculine energy to your person, work on your confidence, work on your stability, work on taking action towards the things in your life that you need to take action towards, things you've been putting off. And it will help this person. It will send them divine masculine energy. Again, if you're worried about how long this is going to take or how long this is taking, because when I said that more inner healing is required, I heard a bunch of people like, oh my gosh, I've already waited so long already. Again, that's distorted masculine energy. And if this truly is your counterpart, they're mirroring your distorted masculine energy. Does that make sense? Some of that also, if they're in distorted masculine energy, that could be why you're obsessed and overthinking about how long it's going to take or how old you're getting, is because your person has that distorted masculine energy. And because you share a soul, because you mirror, that's how it's showing up in your energy. So again, work with the energy. Anyway, their higher self is holding them back right now, even though they see you as their happiness. Because again, I feel like there's still some inner work that needs to be done, some reflecting hermit energy before they come in for union, before they come in to conquer you, is what I keep hearing. I keep hearing I want to conquer you. Anyway. But again, the hermit on the bottom actually shows like that's a good thing. Even though you're not with this person, seeing that they're in hermit energy does show that they're soul searching. And also they're listening, their intuition is guiding them right now, High Priestess. So let's see how this person is feeling about you. We have Queen of Wands. I love it, my friends. So for some of you, this person could have put you in a third-party situation and they had consequences for their past actions, and they could have even realized that. They could have seen the lesson in it, But let's take that third party off the table for a minute. For how they feel about you, sexy, appeal, sensual, ambitious. So they're actually, for how they're feeling about you, it feels like you could be in Black Cat energy right now with the Queen of Wands. Like they're feeling like you're really focused on yourself, focused on your creativity. Maybe you're posting things online. Black Cat energy, not chasing this person, right? You're not chasing them. You're not trying to force them to see your worth because you know your own worth, or you're starting to. This is glow up energy. This is magnetic energy. So this person, you're actually magnetizing this person right now, if that makes sense. They're feeling very magnetized towards you. Again, I keep hearing conquering. So by stepping into your power, mirroring, you're helping this person step into their power. And we have Judgment. There's Six of Wands. There's something about you posting online for some of you. So this person does know they want a renewal with you here. This reminds me of the 2 and 3 of Wands, where the person is envisioning their future, right? It's also showing the energy of wanting to take accountability for their past actions here, whatever those actions were. So they know they need to come towards you taking accountability. They're feeling like you're in a very confident energy right now. Lots of like sexual attraction with the Queen of Wands. Let's get another one for how they're feeling about you. We have money focus. Your focus, listen, this is interesting because mirroring, I was just describing this. So it looks like they're feeling like you're very focused on your career. With money focus, you're focusing on your career, you're focusing on your creativity, you're focusing on yourself. And mirroring, it could be that they're, they're starting to focus on, that's interesting. They're starting to focus on their career, or they are focusing on their career right now, or they could be going through, again, lessons through their career, lessons with coworkers, lessons with bosses, lessons, why did I say lessons? Anyway, lessons with bosses. Also for how they feel about you. For some of you, this won't be for all of you. This person could have, there could be something about money between you. So they could have they could feel insecure because you make more money. They could have asked you for money, or you could have given them money, or they could owe you money. There's something about money here for some of you. And justice, soul contract for how they feel about you. So they feel this soul contract with you and they want to restore balance. They want to make things right. Again, I feel like they're learning a karmic lesson. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's look at their intentions towards you. Six of Pentacles, equal give and take and balance and divine timing. Oh my goodness. Patience is needed, surrender to the unknown. So in time, in perfect timing, this person wants to come in and give you a balanced connection, just like that Justice card showed. Balance, they want to restore balance within this connection, and they know it. From the beginning of this reading, we had that person with the binoculars. This is what they're envisioning in the future. And it will happen in divine timing. Affirm it. Stop saying it won't happen. Stop, just affirm it. Start believing. Anyway. 12-15 could be symbolic. Let's get what action they're going to take towards you. We have Six of Wands, the World, creating a new path. So this person is going to be taking action towards you. Believe it. It looks like this person could be contacting you online with the Six of Wands, but this person wants a successful outcome with you. And what are you? You fell on the floor. Eight of Pentacles, renewal. Worth the effort, putting in the work. So I'm seeing a theme here with your person. Like their intentions are to give you a balanced connection. Then their actions are to actually put in the work, that you're worth the effort. This is renewal energy. This is commitment. This is investing in a connection, Eight of Pentacles. So that's the action they're going to take towards you. And for some of you, it could be that they reach out online with the Six of Wands, but they want to create something new with you here. They want to complete this cycle. They want a fulfilling connection with you, with the world. They're going to close the distance. Look, they're going to close that distance. Look, it's time. Divine intervention, no more running. So trust in that. Even if this person is being cold and detached with you right now, I'm just looking at this. When this person has learned from, there's a very specific message here because we have completion of a cycle. And with the World, I always get cycles and patterns. So this person could have had a lot of unhealthy patterns. One of them, like most divine masculines on the run, could have been inconsistent behavior and giving you mixed signals. So if this person is still in that inconsistent energy where they're maybe leaning towards yes, like they're kind of sitting on the fence, why would the universe send them in towards you right now? The universe is protecting you is what I'm hearing, especially if you're a divine feminine. So until they break that cycle, until that pattern is broken, the universe is going to give them the green light once they've learned their lesson, once they've healed this inconsiderate behavior and giving you mixed signals. Because again, their intentions, their actions, and how they feel about you, it all came out. All three questions came out with the energy of you deserve balance, you deserve effort, you deserve commitment. And again, it will happen when it's supposed to happen. Divine intervention. So I want to see what's blocking this connection currently. What is blocking this connection? What is blocking this connection? We have the Empress. And we have divinely guided. So there's a little message here for you, and don't shoot the messenger. Do not shoot. Please don't shoot the messenger. But what is blocking this connection? I'm gonna talk about it on both sides, because there's two sides to every story. And especially in a counterpart connection, it's not just them. It's us too. So what is blocking this connection? Trust the journey. Some of you, not all of you. Again, if you're not feeling this way, then you know, if what I'm about to say, you're like, that's not me. I'm totally in divine feminine energy. Like, you're probably one of my people who affirm in the comment section. You're one of the people who say, like, I trust my person will come towards me when they're ready to love me. I believe we will be in union. This message is not for you. This message is for those of you who are still, like, just know, if you're in that energy where you're in that acceptance, you are helping this connection. You're no longer blocking it. But for the rest of you, don't shoot the messenger. I have to be honest about what's coming through, and I don't make these cards come out. But Spirit's being very honest about what's blocking this connection. For some of you, you're not trusting in the journey. And again, this won't be for all of you. I feel like this is meant for those people in my comment section, right? What is blocking this connection is, again, I'm going to go over your person too. So just don't tell me that I'm blaming you. But you're not trusting in the journey. Maybe you're thinking about it all in terms of union. Maybe you're thinking that you're running out of time. Time is an illusion. Age is just a number. Anyway, and I know people get annoyed with me when I say things like that. I didn't make that up. Like, I'm not the creator of that concept. Take it up with the creator of that concept. That's not me. But again, what's blocking this connection is some of you aren't trusting the journey. Some of you aren't trusting that this connection is protected, and you're wanting to rush it. You're wanting to, maybe you're believing that your connection isn't protected. So maybe you're doubting the karmic situation. Maybe you're resentful towards a karmic situation. You're not trusting that you're being protected for a reason, which is, didn't I say that before I got to this point? I said, you're being protected right now. If this person isn't ready to treat you like the divine feminine you are, then the universe is not letting spirit, God, whatever you believe in, is not letting them anywhere near you because you're being protected. So if you're not trusting in that, and you're not trusting in this journey, and you're not trusting that it's your counterpart, you're actually creating blockages. And again, that's not the first time I've said something like this. I say this in a lot of my counterpart readings about how you have to surrender. It doesn't mean waiting. It doesn't mean... I'm really hoping some of the people who watch this have watched the recent readings I've been doing about how it's not about waiting. It's about putting all the focus on you. It's about accepting that this journey is about you. It's not about union. Union is the icing on the cake. This journey is about you and your own self-discovery and stepping into your higher self and becoming the most authentic, highest version of yourself. That's what this journey is about. Possibly for some of you, it's about stepping into your soul purpose, your divine soul mission, helping others. So anyway, that's what we see for blockages here. That's like, for some of you, you're not trusting the journey and you're not believing that you're being protected right now. So that means that you could be feeling resentful about how long it's taking, or resentful that this person isn't coming in, or resentful because this person needs more healing. Remember when I said more inner work is required for your person right now? There's more inner healing that needs to happen. If you were feeling resentful when I was saying that, that's what I'm talking about. And again, don't shoot the messenger. I didn't come up with this concept. I didn't make these cards come out. I asked Spirit what's blocking this connection. Spirit's being honest. And I'll get to your person in a minute. Don't worry. I'll get to your person in a minute. Let's go to the Empress for what's blocking this connection. You could be in distorted feminine energy. You could be, heck, you could be in distorted masculine energy. You could be, again, obsessing about time. What's blocking this connection? If you were, and I'm not faulting you for this because most divine feminines go through this, but if you are trying to control the outcome, if you are constantly reaching out to this person, if you are actively chasing them, and that goes, people will ask me, is watching tarot readings about them chasing? And I don't think it is. But things like watching them online, that's considered energetically chasing them. Energetically, even though maybe they don't know you're watching them, you're energetically sending energy their way. That's energetically chasing them. So for some of you, what's blocking this connection is that you need to evolve and be in this divine feminine energy. And right now, maybe you're not. Maybe it has something to do with your expectations of this journey. The Empress in reverse can also be, I believe, lack of self-confidence. So if you are lacking self-confidence, if you aren't rising into this divine feminine, again, it's blocking this connection. And I was someone who thought that I didn't have to do all those things, that I could just will it to work. And guess what? That doesn't work. Because again, this journey is actually about you. So just very honestly, that's what's coming out for blockages on your side. Again, I'm going to get to your person. Just give me a second. I can just hear some like, well, what about my person? What about what they did to me? I get it. I know. So lack of self-worth. What's blocking this connection on your side? Lack of self-worth, not believing in yourself. Insecurity. So if you're dealing with any insecurity, lack of growth. So again, maybe you're someone who feels like, I don't need to do the growth. My person will come back. You do need to do the growth. You need to, again, surrender to the journey and do the work you need to do. It does mention clingy, and clingy is just an ugly word for chasing or overgiving or people pleasing, things like that. Like maybe you're holding on too tightly to the outcome here. Or maybe you are trying to hold on to this person in the 3D, trying not to let them slip through your fingers. And I always say, by holding on really tightly, really, really tightly, you're actually blocking the energy. The way you get the energy to flow is to let go and open your hands. Once you let go and open your hands, the universe can deliver. And again, I didn't make this up. I didn't come up with this concept. So don't take it up with me. You could be relying on others to take care of you. You could be... This one's going to hurt. I heard there's this masculine reader that I sometimes watch. He's very like blunt and brutal, which is sometimes what I need as a person. But the other day I was watching a reading that he did. What's his name? Is it Wolfman? Anyway, the other day I was watching a reading from him, and the way he was speaking to us, I was just like, oh my gosh, you're triggering me so much. But guess what? It triggered me because there was truth in it. If you're feeling triggered, there's like a truth in it, right? But he was saying, are you waiting for someone to come rescue you? So some of you could be waiting for, some of you could be in that mindset of, I'll always be alone, or why doesn't anybody love me, or when is the universe going to send me my love? Like if you're waiting for someone to come save you, that's blocking this energy. And again, I just have to be honest about spirit spit out these cards, not me. And this is a very important lesson for a divine feminine here, I have to tell you. And again, I've been there and I was triggered when I had it said to me. So just know that I'm not trying to attack you or anything. You could be letting others make decisions for you as well. That could be blocking this. Build confidence in your own actions is what this is saying, to release that. Neglecting your own needs and desires. So you could be someone who is neglecting your own needs and desires in your own life, putting others way before you, overgiving to other people, not even just this person. but to other people in your life, giving to things that no longer serve you or give back to you. Again, it's not just about this journey is these blockages I'm talking about they're not just blockages between you and this person. This journey is about you. So I'm actually, as a reader, I'm actually happy that these cards came out as a blockage. Let me just share with you. I think I've already spoken about it enough. I don't think I need to read it. But do I? No, I do. I need to read Distorted Feminine Energy to you now, which I've been reading a bunch, or I mean, I've read it a few times in the last few days, but this to me is so helpful to be able to look at what's distorted and help to fix it, right? So distorted feminine energy. So if you're experiencing these things, it's creating blockages. And again, this is not about blaming you. I'm also not telling you how you feel. I'm here to confirm how you're feeling. So if you're not feeling this way, then great job. You're in that divine feminine energy. You're feeling confident. You're trusting the journey. You're surrendering. This isn't about you. This is for those of you, like if I'm triggering you, then this message is for you. So distorted feminine energy, negative emotions, depression, neediness, a sense of going around in circles or a need for pointless drama, feeling unattractive or being trapped and powerless. So like, for example, if you feel like this journey is happening to you rather than for you, you need to change that mindset. This journey isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. It's happening to help you align with your higher self and step into that confidence. And I have to tell you, somebody said to me, like, what are the benefits of this journey other than just healing? It's about falling in love with yourself. I have to tell you, before I started the counterpart journey, I hated myself. I was depressed. I had no confidence. I would never speak. Like, a totally different person now. And again, this journey is about you, is what I keep hearing. I was not expecting this, but anyway. So, in this mode, and again, I'm not saying you're doing it in a malicious way. This happens subconsciously, energetically. The feminine can even be dishonest by means of manipulation. And somebody said it yesterday that when we people please, Erin Doughty says that people pleasing in itself is a form of manipulation because a lot of people pleasers are giving to get. They give, hoping that that person is going to give the same back to them, trying to manipulate that energy. And again, you hear manipulation and you think it sounds very malicious and like you're doing it on purpose. I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose. Anyway, geez, this reading. So dishonest by means of manipulation, by not saying what she really means, or by being unclear about what she needs. This gives rise to unspoken or even unfair expectations. The distorted feminine may seek to catch out or trip up another in order to have something to be angry or upset about. This need for attention, whatever the cost and expression of insecurity, can damage her health, her relationships, and her career prospects. And again, you're not doing any of this on purpose. That's not what I'm saying. It's an energy thing. I've experienced it, so I'm not here telling you that you're a bad person or that you're not doing enough or any of those things that you think I'm saying. Anyway. Maybe life seems like a struggle. So maybe you are seeing this journey as more of something bad that's happened to you rather than what it is, an amazing gift. So that could be, what's blocking your connection. And again, I'm sorry that I had to be brutally honest with you, but for some of you, you needed to hear it. And people tell me, don't apologize for triggering people. I can't help it because I'm an empath and I feel bad. Like, I feel it when I trigger people. It makes me I'm tearing up right now because I know that I'm triggering someone, but I also know that it's a message that some of you really desperately need to hear. Now, let's get to your person. So how are they blocking this connection? Your person could have been manipulating you in some way. Again, the word manipulate sounds so malicious. Sometimes people manipulate the energy without realizing they're doing it. Again, I'm not here to make excuses. So what's blocking the connection on your person's side? Their lack of self-worth, their lack of self-confidence. They could be depressed right now. They could be failing to see that they could make their life better. They could be very depressed right now, feeling very hopeless, feeling like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, feeling like very insecure, like they could never have you. It could also be that this person is trying to control something in their own life, or trying to control this connection actually trying to control this connection. I feel like this person is intuitively guided towards you, and they actively, like as a blockage for some of you, they're actively fighting it. They're actively denying it. And in that sense, they're trying to control the situation, right? And they're blocking it because they're trying to resist it. For how your person is blocking this connection, they're sometimes not listening. I feel there's a lot of energy about this person tapping into their higher self finally. But in the past, I feel like this person wasn't trusting the journey. Like I said in the beginning of this reading, I feel like this person thought they could just move on from you, or that they could just be with someone else and have an easier connection. They were denying this intuitive connection they felt with you, this divine connection they felt with you, therefore blocking this connection. They weren't trusting in this connection, and therefore they were blocking it. I know I just repeated myself. I can't help it. Let me just look at this Empress in reverse again. This person could have been overbearing in some way in your connection with you. Again, your person, what's blocking this connection? Their lack of growth and their lack of progress. The feminine always ascends quicker and grows faster than the masculine. So by their lack of growth, their lack of progress, not trusting their intuition, not trusting that this is a divine connection, thinking that they could just move on, they were blocking this connection. Again, there's two sides to it. You're both blocking it in different ways. Feeling insecure about finances. What did I say? Your person. Maybe you're feeling insecure about finances. But I did see that for your person. Feeling insecure about finances could be blocking this connection. So like I said, maybe this person doesn't think they make enough money, or they don't have enough to offer you. And this person not wanting to make a decision, wanting other people to make decisions for them, feeling controlled by the people around them. It came out, I'm feeling controlled by the people around me and I don't like it. So this is someone who they're blocking this connection because they're not stepping up into their power. So again, it's not just about you, it's about them too. The blockages are put there by both twins, not just by one. And I apologize for all of that. If you are in divine feminine energy and you're trusting the journey, I hope you fast forwarded through all of that. Anyway, so that was the blockage. Let's look at, we have Page of Wands for blockages. I didn't even see that. So one thing that I know about the Page of Wands as a blockage is that manifesting? Making things manifest, the Magician. That's exactly what I was just about to say. One thing I know because of my own journey and of tarot readers who've triggered me along the way as well. Page of Wands as a blockage is what's blocking this connection? Lack of commitment. Instability. So there's instability in your energy, instability in their energy. This can also be the energy, Page of Wands in reverse, of trying to make your manifestations come quicker. By I'll just give you an example from my own journey. Like maybe you've been manifesting communication from this person and you've gotten sick of waiting. They're taking too long. It's been too long. It's been too many months. I'll just send a message. I'll just send an innocent message to my person. that can block the energy when you're trying to make your manifestation come in quicker. So like I said, you're manifesting communication. They're not communicating with you. So then you send a message trying to take charge of your manifestations, trying to take it into your own hands. Think about it. That's masculine energy. You want this person to be in their masculine energy and take control of this situation. Anyway, so that's another blockage here in this connection. So let's look at the future of this connection. Just look at that, Emperor. What did I just say about you being... You need this person to take control of the situation. You don't need to take control of it. You're supposed to be, and I'm not talking about sexist, outdated, like the girl shouldn't do this. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this journey. This is your outcome. This is the future. Divine masculine, powerful and authoritative, or however you say that word. So what's, again, back to what I was just saying about that Page of Wands in reverse. If you've been trying to hurry your manifestation along, that's actually by taking control of the situation or trying to take control of it, you are stepping more heavily into the masculine energy, pushing this person into a more feminine energy. So again, I did not make this up. I am not the maker-upper of this energetic dance between counterparts. I've just done a lot of research. So the more you sit in your Empress energy and embody divine feminine energy and let go of resentments and trust in the journey and love on yourself and make this journey about you, the more you do that, the more your person will step into divine masculine energy. And they will in the future. Affirm it. They will. It's right there. Your Emperor is coming. You just need to let them come to you is what I'm hearing. So I apologize for that really intense message, but I shouldn't even be apologizing. Spirit's telling me. So before I let you go, I wanted to look at some of the wounding in this connection that could be blocking this connection, because we had fragmentation of the soul. And what I've been talking about lately is our wounding can make us show up in connections in unhealthy ways. So I just want to look at some of the wounding in this connection that needs to be worked through. And if you're not resonating with it, then it's attached to your person. It's a wound that your person has. And if you are resonating with it and you take that advice on and you're like, well, I accept that about myself. I can heal that. It's nice to know now that's why I act the way I do in relationships. Then good for you. I'm patting you on the back. Take that information and run with it. If you're feeling triggered by it and you're getting angry with me, it's because I'm triggering a wound within you. So that being said, that little disclaimer, that little warning, trigger warning, let's get into it. These are so hard to shuffle. So if, again, these are wounds that you can help to heal to help this connection. Oh my gosh. I cannot shuffle these cards. I cannot. I can. What am I doing? I shouldn't be speaking negatively. I can shuffle these cards. Look, I'll just do it a different way. I can shuffle these cards. There. So, what wounding do we need to talk about? Trigger warning. Money wounds? No way. That's such confirmation. Sorry. But that's kept coming out in your person's energy. Religious trauma. So you could have even said to your person, I feel like we're twin flames. Like, I feel like you're my person. And this person could have had religious trauma from their childhood. And as soon as you said twin flames, spiritual connection, they were like, no. Because of religious trauma. They could have pushed you away. Does that make sense? needing to focus on shadow work. Okay. I'm going to get the bottom of the deck. Again, I don't know who these belong to. We have a gossip wound, which is, you know, yes, your person did seem to have that coming out. Needing to focus on shadow work. Will show up as reoccurring emotional triggers, unresolved conflicts, or behaviors that feel out of control or misaligned with your true self. It may manifest as unexplained anger, fear, or shame, repressed emotions, or patterns of self-criticism, showing that there are hidden aspects of yourself that need to be brought into the light to heal and integrate. Perfectionism mindset. Stagnancy caused by perfectionism mindset. Your person a little bit will show up as an obsession with flawlessness where nothing feels good enough and every detail must be perfect. It may manifest as chronic dissatisfaction with your own work, an inability to celebrate progress, or a fear of taking risks, maybe leaning towards yes, your person, or often driven by the belief that anything less than perfect will lead to failure, criticism, or loss of control. Needing to address money wounds will show up as a deep inner conflict between your spiritual self-worth and your material abundance, creating feelings of scarcity, unworthiness, or a fear of financial instability. This disconnect may lead to patterns of self-sabotage, financial struggle, or a constant chase for wealth without ever feeling truly secure or aligned. Actually, I saw that with your person in the blockage. I should have mentioned it. The Empress in reverse showed that it almost doesn't, your person has a wound regarding money, so it almost doesn't matter how stable they are right now, how much money they're making. One of the blockages is that they don't feel like it's enough, even though in reality it is enough. Address wounds of broken ideals will show up as a deep sense of disillusionment, frustration, or loss when your core beliefs or ideals are challenged or shattered. It often manifests as confusion, grief, or a feeling of being lost as you grapple with the reality that no longer aligns with the vision you once held dear. Alienation wound will show up as a feeling of disconnection from others, a sense of being misunderstood, or a belief that you don't belong. It may manifest as isolation, difficulty forming deep relationships, or emotional withdrawal, often stemming from past experiences of rejection, neglect, or cultural dissonance. And I'm telling you, humans are so complicated. There's a reason we act the way we do. There's a reason people push people away and people project onto others and people overgive and people cling on and lack boundaries and all of the woundings that I typically see in these readings. There's a reason for every single one of them. It's not as simple as if they wanted to, they would. Or, you know, what we see a lot now on social media is people villainizing people that have wounding. An overemphasis on external validation will show up as constantly seeking approval or recognition from others, often at the expense of self-worth, your person. Maybe you too. It may manifest as feelings of insecurity, anxiety, or an emptiness when external praise or acceptance is lacking. Interesting. Needing to address a victimhood mindset will show up as the tendency to view yourself as powerless or constantly at the mercy of external circumstances, often feeling like life is happening to you rather than for you. It may manifest as chronic feelings of helplessness, blame, or resentment, preventing personal growth and the ability to take responsibility for your own actions and choices. Gossip and slander will show up as feelings of betrayal, hurt, or insecurity, often accompanied by a loss of trust in others. It may manifest as a fear of being misunderstood or judged, leading to isolation or difficulty in forming genuine connections. So this person could have a fear of what other people think of this connection. Needing to heal from abandonment wounds, which is something that a lot of counterparts struggle with, will show up as a deep fear of being left behind, rejected, or unloved, often triggering feelings of insecurity and loneliness. They may manifest as clinginess, the Empress, the blockage, remember? Difficulty trusting others, or a tendency to push people away before they have a chance to leave. Guilty. Stemming from past experiences of neglect, loss, or emotional withdrawal. The blockage of the solar plexus chakra will show up as low self-esteem, lack of confidence, difficulty making decisions. What did I say about the Empress and blockages? That was like the whole thing, Empress, what I was saying in this card. Leaving you feeling powerless or stuck. It may manifest as procrastination, maybe leaning towards yes. Fear of failure or struggles with setting boundaries and asserting yourself. Again, putting up boundaries is a very important lesson for the divine feminine. Needing to address religious trauma will show up as feelings of guilt, shame, or fear linked to past religious experiences, often causing a distrust of spirituality or disconnection from faith. It may manifest as inner conflict, rejection from spiritual practices, or fear of judgment from others based on religious beliefs. And needing to address a fear of the future will show up as anxiety, overthinking, and an overwhelming sense of uncertainty about what lies ahead. This fear may manifest as a tendency to worry excessively about outcomes, making it difficult to take risks or move forward with confidence. So, my friends, that was your reading. I'm sorry for that. I'm not sorry, but I know that last part was triggering for some of you. So I'm sending you lots of love and light. And again, don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, I'm going to leave this reading here. I was not expecting that to happen at the very end when I got into blockages, but it did. And again, it happened for a reason. Somebody needed to hear that. So again, my friends, I'm here for you. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.